Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. If you hear a whirring in the background, that's my computer somewhat struggling to keep this game going and playing well at a good frame rate while you guys are watching. So really, I'm just gonna run through the tutorials and just see how this thing goes. Now, Mordheim, if you're old to the channel, if you've been around for a while, then you know me and Dogs of War. Mordheim, think Dogs of War on a grander scale, and that I don't mean like bigger, but I mean like wider. Like Dogs of War, you have your units, and currently there's no customizability and whatnot. There's really just your units and your team count. That's just about it. With this, you've got weapon customization. They're adding more weapons for you to use, and really, I'm loving the game. You actually control your units with WASD, W-A-S-D, nice and easy, and you can just run around like this. And obviously, the game is a lot more complicated than just using WASD to move around, but you know, we'll get to that, I'm sure. Now, it's also very different from Dogs of War in that things have initiative. Instead of the entire team actually going at once, you know, your team wins the initiative check, and you go first. You're the first guy to go. I'm actually going to change a little something. Unless... nope, they stop me from doing anything that I want to, so that's a pity. But every individual unit is going to go in a specific order. And... hold on. And because every unit's going to be going in a specific order, it's really interesting because you have to not only care about what each unit, like what your whole team, like when they're all going, you also have to be careful about, is your entire team going to be slow and bulky and whatever, and be pretty much unable to really fight back. Each weapon obviously has different kind of special attributes to it, and it's kind of funny actually. Everything's, and yes, they will miss like 94% chances. I don't know why, but they will, because there's a chance they will miss. Obviously they're crits, but every little weapon has their own little quirks. Like spears cannot be parried. Shields allow you to go into a parry stance. And really, I feel like this game's a whole lot deeper than Dogs of War. It's kind of like what Dogs of War used to be, and right now, at least, I'm not really running into any problems regarding the balancing of the game. I'm loving that. I'm actually going to go over here. As you can see, every unit has kind of a zone, you know, their own zone. You cannot enter the zone of an enemy to threaten space, but you can kind of game it. Damn it, can't move that far. You can kind of game it and get scheiße. And get as close as possible to the edge of this, like that. Now currently there are 3 races. You've got your Skaven, you've got the human mercenaries, and you've got your kind of nunneries. Keep in mind, these are Warhammer nuns. These are not like the peaceful mothers in their black hoods and dresses. These are armored clerics who are essentially fanatics for the most part. They've got this nice first-person view, but they also have this really fantastic, just kind of Dogs of War-esque zoom-out view. And as you can see, you can actually see everyone's health bar from here. And the first time I played through this tutorial, I didn't realize this little bastard was back here. But an impressive unit, which is essentially like your hero, but not your hero. They're essentially just your biggest, baddest unit, and I really want to see what other huge units that they're going to come up with in the future. Because... Yellow. Oh. Alright, well, actually... Oh, their health... Yeah, no. Their health is doing fine, so I'm not going to go back that way. I'm actually going to run all the way back and around here to engage this fucker. Because here's the thing. It's just like in Dogs of War. It's really just like that in any strategy game that comes to mind. You can't just engage with someone and disengage without... Well, let me rephrase that. You can disengage and engage if you have the points to do it. It's different in Dogs of War, because in games like Dungeons & Dragons or Pathfinder, you can disengage if you have the points for it. If you have the time. In Dogs of War, it's just you either disengage and they get a free attack, or you don't. And some units had the ability to just disengage without literally any penalties at all, while other units obviously could not. And I like that. I like the system because it adds another level of what's it called, of strategy into the game. That looked like it hurt. Now I'm actually going to jump down here because what I'm trying to do is get as many people around that chaos spawn thing as I can. I don't know what this thing is. Hold on. I'll see soon. That is a Garrow. I have no idea what it is. However, from what I know about Warhammer and whatnot, it is most likely a chaos spawn, and a very large one at that. And I'm not sure who I really want to... Okay, wait, no, we're good. But impressive units have monstrous amounts of health. My Rat Ogre, that's what it's called, he's a big old bastard. My Rat Ogre, of course, I can't do that because they prevent me. But my Rat Ogre has something among the points of 200 health, max. Something like that. And that's pretty freaking big. And however, I cannot jump down this way, well, for two reasons. Mainly because I am stunned. That's just how things work. And there's really no good way for me to get down, so I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna move a little bit and turn. And have this boy shoot him despite barely being able to see him. And being able to reload. And turn. Now, one thing, I have a few qualms because I've played the game for a little bit, and this is all I have. Well, for now, keep in mind, this is still early access. So everything I'm saying might I'm sure that they already have this in mind. Now there's kiwi binding, better options, because currently the graphic settings are fast, very fast, and you know, kind of the scaling, like slow, very slow, quality. They need to improve that. So you have kiwi binding, better options for the graphics. Turn off the. You need to be able to turn off the cinematic camera. As nice as it is, please, let me turn it off. It's not as good all the time. I might be in the mood sometime to have it on all the time, but not right now. Just no, thank you. And notice I cannot jump down here for two reasons. One, I don't have enough points. And two, the dude is literally standing right on top of where I would be, which does not fly. So I'm just gonna move over here and wait. Now, also, I'd like hot tips, or at least a screen somewhere that will tell you literally what every little blip means. Now, most abilities and whatnot have hot tips, which is great. You can use Q&E to cycle through each one, and all those cool things. But another thing on top of this that you're not really going to see in the tutorial too much, as far as I know, are switching weapons. You can give your guys different weapon sets. I've set up so all the guys with claws have pistols, and all the guys with pistols have claws. So I've got a spellcaster who's mainly, you know, stand back with the pistols and shoot the people. But he also has claws. I have like 4 guys with claws because they give bonuses to a lot of things I find that are important, and a lot of things that other weapons will have are not currently implemented. I will change that around as things change. That's just how early access or games that are in alpha, in this case, or beta work. Another thing, the hot tips that they do have are kind of blurry. I wish they were a little bit clearer. That might just be because my graphics are on low to make sure I can record for you guys. I would like better camera controls while I'm in tactical view mode. And there have been a few problems with climbing and just jumping down, because a guy was climbing around and, you know, he wasn't really able to, like, the animation played of him climbing down, then him climbing down again the next turn, and he stayed up above where my guys can get to him. And I was a little bit confused by that, and then it happened to one of my own units at the same time, which I find kind of funny. Now, before I do anything, I don't know if I can do anything or not, but nope, I have no stats that I can actually enter. What's funny is this guy looks more chaos than anything. Maybe it's just... No, actually, yeah, no, never mind. Mercenary, because armor. Now here's the thing. Right now, this guy, he cannot move. 100% he cannot move, he can't do anything, really. You can see another enemy down there. This is the battlefield, as far as I know. It's actually false, because there should be some other units around that are giving me a headache, or unless someone died down there, in which case, you know, shit happens. Anyway, we are delaying. Now, surprise attacks are kind of fun, mainly because, well, I'm just gonna walk around. Missed me, now you gotta kiss me. But pretty much what's going on is you can, just like in any really strategy game, or D&D or Pathfinder or whatnot, you can ready an action. You can ready an action to pretty much just... See, I don't want to charge this, but, you know, tutorial and whatnot. You can ready an action. In a lot of games, including D&D, you can ready an action. I ready an action to shoot the first guy that comes out of that door, or to charge or swing at the first guy that comes out of that door who's hostile, who has their weapon drawn. That's essentially what you are doing in this case. And I'm not sure if there's flanking or not in this game, but I sure as shit will take advantage of it. I don't believe there is facing though, because she literally just turns around and is like, oh, you're attacking me now? Alright. And just waits. Which I find a little bit silly, but it is what it is. Very nice. I also wouldn't mind if they improve the models to actually aim at what they're shooting at, but that's, again, early access. I'm just gonna let little things that are more cosmetic, you know, just give that time. You can see her trying to climb that. Unfortunately, she succeeds instead of falling on her face. Okay, here's the thing. They want me to disengage. I do not want to disengage. Why? Mainly because I should have been able to get out of that. However, fuck that. I'm gonna disengage and be very careful. Okay, where are my friends? Probably on the opposite side. Okay, no, they're not that far. It's okay. So I'm not in that bad of a position. I'm just gonna hide right here. But yeah, really, right now, and I'm probably gonna put a list of this in the either in the comment section or in the description of the video. But I don't have that many gripes with the game right now. Really, it's just gripes that are part of it being a really, really new game. I think the game looks fantastic as is. And sure, it could be quite a bit better. Scheiße. But let's wait here. But again, early access. I'm literally just gonna let it go because early access. That's what early access games are. They already have a pretty good art style for it being this early on. Most of the character models look pretty good. Most of the attack models, I'm in a bad spot right now. Most of the attack models look pretty good. I'm actually going to run right now. Not go for her. Well, I will go for her. Except not. Because I would very much like to stay alive as long as possible. This guy's getting the shit kicked out of him. Pew. Shot in the leg, not in the knee, shut your faces. And as of now, we're doing pretty well. It's a little bit hard to distinguish between, you know, what all your different classes and heroes and units are. Ow. And that's one thing I'm actually slightly, not annoyed with, really. Like, well, this obviously missing things that have a 90% chance, which in Dogs of War was pretty much a guarantee, which might be why I am so apprehensive about it. Cause I'm almost like, it says 90% chance, it should hit, right? I guess my luck just sucks, but this is actually another thing that I need to tell you guys about. Whenever there are units that are out right next to here, for whatever reason, you cannot climb down. This is a big problem because I need to get down there and save that guy's ass. At least I think I do, and I'd rather not wait to find out. Anyway, I guess let's just deal with her. Slash. Yeah, she should be dead if this lands. And it lands. Good. Now, can we get down here yet? No, we cannot. Any stairs? Hammer, hammer. Those ladies. Well, I'm just gonna wait. I'm just gonna stand back here and wait. And delay. Because if someone runs up here, I like to be able to deal with them as quickly as possible. And yes, she will be dead when this hits. Axes tend to hurt. Now, can we climb? Yes, we can. Now here's to 72% chance. Makes it. 90% chance did not. RNG, what are you doing? Anyway, enter. I'm not entirely sure what he's doing, considering that he could go into Overwatch. Okay, that's one. Overwatch stance is again just readying an action to do something in the event that something happens. Which is very nice in a game where the maps are absolutely enormous. I played a game earlier that took about 40 minutes. Very nice. I did not even see her. Yeah, she found another way to come up. But as you can see, notice for the most part, my units went first. I heard someone moving. There she is. But for the most part, you know, look how games in Dogs of War could range anywhere from like 15 minutes to, I guess, an hour, 50 minutes or so. I've got a funny feeling this game is going to be very much the same. The maps are actually bigger, so the majority of your maps will actually probably be, I like this guy, more along the range of 40 to 50 minutes, which is slightly disappointing, but it's not really even disappointing, it's just, oh well. It's just something that you have to deal with, and you know you're going to deal with it, so I'm really, honestly, perfectly fine with it. I can aim it, you can, yes I can. How does that arrow feel? I'm waiting for you. I guess there are stairs back there somewhere. And that's what I mean. You ready in action. So alright, someone's gonna come up, Wait. Oh look, there's someone. Stab. Or slash, whatever. Whatever really fits your fancy. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.